Bro, imagine earning $1 billion. Not a million, not 10 million, $1 billion. Now imagine being the guy who spent all of it. We are talking private jets, 100 cars, watches that cost more than your whole neighborhood. And then one day you wake up and the IRS is at your door, your house is getting auctioned off, and you are literally counting cash in front of Jay-Z while you are secretly broke. That is not a movie. That is real life. And today we are going through 10 boxers who went so catastrophically broke it almost does not make sense. Stay with me, because the last few on this list are going to genuinely upset you. Here is the thing people do not understand about boxing. These guys are not NFL players with guaranteed contracts and a union protecting them. No cap. Most boxers come from nothing. They make their money in like a 5 to 10 year window, and then it is over. No pension, no financial advisor the league assigns you, no safety net. Just you, a promoter who probably already has his hand in your pocket, and a yes-man entourage that disappears the second the money does. And when you grow up with nothing, genuinely nothing, like 7 people in a one-bedroom with no heat and no running water, and then suddenly someone hands you a $100,000 check, you have got no framework for what to do with it. That is not an excuse, that is just the reality. And boxing has been producing this same story on repeat for decades. So let us get into it. Start with Iran Barkley. 3-division world champion, the guy who knocked out Thomas Hearns as a 4-1 underdog in one of the most shocking upsets in boxing history. Career earnings around $5 million. And by 2010, his niece changed the locks on the family apartment because he could not contribute financially. What followed was months of sleeping on the New York subway. Bro, a 3-time world champion sleeping on the 6 train. His family later confirmed they had no idea until it was already happening. A charity eventually stepped in, got him disability benefits, got him housed. Today he is still in the Bronx training amateurs despite multiple strokes and ongoing cancer treatment. The man is a warrior and the sport completely abandoned him. Then there is Riddick Bowe, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, made $10 million every single time he fought Holyfield, 3 times. And by 2009, he was at a New Jersey flea market signing autographs for $65 a pop. He later drove public buses and long-haul trucks. His net worth today is estimated at around $30,000. $30,000. And if that was not enough, visible brain damage, slurred speech, memory loss. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Evander Holyfield earned $230 million and filed for bankruptcy in 2012. His mansion was 109 rooms, 54,000 square feet, a bowling alley, a cinema with 135 seats, 17 bathrooms. Annual upkeep alone was over $1 million a year just to maintain the place. He defaulted on $14 million in mortgages. His Olympic bronze medal got auctioned off. The house got repossessed and later sold to Rick Ross. To this day, Holyfield says, and I quote, "I am not broke, I am just not liquid. Bro. $230 million, $1 million left. That is not a liquidity issue." And then there is Wilfred Benitez. This one genuinely hurts. Youngest world champion in history at 17 years old. Defensive genius, beat Sugar Ray Leonard. And his father, his own father, drained his trust fund almost immediately. He filed for bankruptcy by 1985. Then in 1986, a promoter in Argentina ran off with his entire purse, his passport, and his documents. Left him on the streets of Buenos Aires with nothing. By 1996, he fell into a coma, diagnosed with CTE. Hurricane Maria in 2017 destroyed his home. As of right now in 2026, Wilfred Benitez is wheelchair-bound, non-verbal, and tube-fed. His elderly sister is his full-time carer. His primary income is a GoFundMe. The youngest world champion in boxing history. And here is where it gets crazy, because you would think with enough examples the sport would fix something. Some kind of mandatory financial education, a pension structure, literally anything. But no. Generation after generation, the same story plays out. Zab Judah declared bankruptcy in 2005 despite earning around $80 million. His manager allegedly stole $15 million of it. His response when asked if he tried to get it back? He said if he stole it, he needed it more than me. Bro, that is either the most zen thing anyone has ever said or the most devastating. Maybe both.
Thomas Hearns, the Hitman, one of the greatest fighters who ever lived. Winner of titles in 5 weight divisions, held a public auction in Detroit in 2010 and sat there signing autographs while his championship memorabilia, his boats, his cars, his televisions were all sold around him to pay an IRS debt. By late 2025, diagnosed with dementia, he became the subject of an Adult Protective Services investigation over potential financial exploitation. In March 2026, Oakland County Probate Court placed him under full guardianship. His estimated net worth today is $450,000. For context, Floyd Mayweather reportedly spent more than that on a single watch. Speaking of Mayweather, wait for it, because this is the one that breaks your brain the most. Floyd Mayweather generated an estimated $1.1 billion from boxing, the richest boxer who ever lived. He was spending reportedly $1 million a day, 100 cars across multiple garages, 2 private jets, one called Air Mayweather, one called Air Mayweather 2, an $18 million watch, designer clothes he wore once and left in hotel rooms for strangers. And when the fight money slowed down, he kept going. Exhibition fights in Japan, Dubai, London, against YouTubers, reality TV stars, anyone who would write a check big enough. Here is where it gets crazy. The IRS filed a $7.3 million tax lien against him covering 5 years of unpaid taxes from 2018 to 2023. His house got foreclosed. He sold the Gulfstream. Logan Paul says Mayweather still owes him $1.5 million from their exhibition fight. He sued Showtime for $340 million, claiming his earnings were being skimmed through hidden bank accounts for years. He then threatened to sue a media outlet for $100 million for reporting that he was broke, and then quietly dropped that lawsuit not long after. No cap, if you sue someone for saying you are broke and then drop the case, you are probably broke.
Breaking news, Floyd Mayweather is in big trouble with his money again. The undefeated boxing champ just filed a lawsuit saying he got scammed out of $175 million by some guys he trusted, including his close friend, Jonah Recknix, and a few others tied to shady deals. And according to the lawsuit, by the way, TMZ is reporting all this, they tricked him with fake investments, stole cash from wire transfers, lowballed him on $100 million worth of jewelry. He only got back like $13 million, and even made his private jet and other stuff disappear without telling him. But here's the simple news version. Floyd handed over control of his cash and deals to these guys, and now he claims they ripped him off big time. He wants every penny back, plus extra punishment money. But here's the funny part, and yes, we are laughing hard at this one. Floyd spent years selling out hard for Israel. He visited the country, bragged about standing with them 100%, donated big money and supplies to their causes, including bulletproof vests and water, and even picked up awards like World Champion for Israel. He got super cozy with the same circle of guys who have strong ties to Israel. And what happened? The very people he was hyping up and supporting allegedly turned around and took him for $175 million. Classic clown move. You sold out for Israel and they cleaned out your pockets. Floyd, the money man, got played like a rookie. Tough luck, champ. Maybe next time, read the fine print before you pick a team. This is nothing but laughable, and you deserve it.
Now at nearly 50 years old, Floyd Mayweather is coming out of retirement, willing to risk the 50-0 record he spent his entire career protecting. The same guy who once said, "My health is more important than any amount of money." 50 Cent called it years ago. He said the money is gone. Fight, get the money, spend the money, fight again. Turns out he was right. So what is actually going on here? 10 fighters, 10 different stories. Tax liens, stolen purses, promoters who ran off with everything, family members who drained accounts, addiction, entourages, mansions that cost $1 million a year just to keep the lights on. The details are all different, but the destination is the same. Boxing generates billions, and it gives these men almost nothing to protect themselves with once the fighting stops. No mandatory financial education, no enforceable pension, no real structure. Just you, the money, and a room full of people who all want a piece of it. And the worst part is none of this is new. This has been happening for 50 years and the sport has never fixed it. The next Floyd Mayweather is probably somewhere right now, 17 years old, putting on gloves for the first time, heading straight for the same wall. Drop a comment below. Who on this list surprised you the most? And if you have not already, subscribe because we go this deep every single video.